Who are you when no one is watching? No names, no roles, no judgmental eyes, no societal expectations. When all the masks fall away, what remains? It sounds like a simple question, but behind it lies a labyrinth of thought that humanity has tried to explore for thousands of years. In today's video, we'll embark on a journey inward, a deep journey where questions like, who am I? Do I truly exist? And, am I free? Are not mere intellectual games, but urgent echoes from the core of human existence. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's walk together through the fog of perception toward the true self if it even exists. Part 1. Masks and Shadows. We grow up in a world full of expectations. From an early age, we're taught how to be a good person, a dutiful child, a model student, a productive citizen. Each role is like a mask. And slowly, we start mistaking those masks for our true selves. But have you ever wondered if you're not a manager, not someone's child, not the person with lots of likes on social media? Then who are you? Jean-Paul Sartre, the French existentialist, once said that humans are condemned to be free. What did he mean? That there is no preset essence we can cling to. We must define ourselves. And that's terrifying, because it throws us into a void where there's no one left to blame. No destiny, no divine script, only choice. Friedrich Nietzsche went further. God is dead, not because he hated religion, but because he saw that modernity had killed all absolute values. No one tells you what's good anymore. No one tells you how to live. You must choose, and that is a heavy burden. So when no one is watching, when there are no roles, no expectations, no external gazier, you free? Or are you lost in the abyss? Part 2. The self-illusion or reality. There's a strange paradox. We always say, I, but we rarely know what it means. You can point to your body, your brain, your memories, but is any of that really you? David Hume, the Scottish philosopher, once said that when he searched for the self, all he found was a stream of impressions, emotions, thoughts, memories, but never a solid, unchanging self. Similarly, in Buddhism, the concept of anatta, or no self, teaches that the self is an illusion. What we call I is just a temporary collection of 5 aggregates: form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Like a river in constant motion, no single drop is the river, yet without the drops, there is no river. So if the self is an illusion, then who's watching this video? Who is asking, who am I? There may be no definitive answer, but perhaps the moment you stop seeking, stop grasping, and simply are, that's the closest you'll ever get to something real. Part 3. Loneliness and freedom, the two sides of existence. When no one sees you, you're faced with a deep realization. You are utterly alone. Not lonely in the emotional sense, but existentially alone. Martin Heidegger called this thrownness. We are thrown into the world without choosing where, when, or to whom we are born. We appear on the stage of life with no script. But from that realization comes a strange kind of power, freedom. You can write the script. You can choose your path, whether clear or chaotic. No one can live your life for you. Simone de Beauvoir put it beautifully. One is not born, but rather becomes a human. You are not a fixed thing. You are a process. And every choice you make, every action you take, shapes who you are. But with freedom comes responsibility. You can't blame fate. You can't shift the weight onto society. You are responsible for your own being, and that is the mark of true maturity. Part 4. A meeting with yourself. When you turn off your phone, walk away from the noise, and sit in silence, what do you hear? Maybe fear, maybe emptiness, but maybe, just maybe, a faint whisper, what Carl Jung called the shadow, the part of ourselves we hide away in the unconscious. Jung believed that to truly grow, we must confront that shadow, face the anger, envy, shame, the hunger for power, the fear of abandonment. Not to be consumed by it, but to integrate it, to understand that all those parts are also you. When you do this, when you no longer deny, suppress, or project, you stop living as a role. You become the writer, the director, and the actor of your own life. Part 5. Existence as a journey, not a destination. In the end, maybe the question isn't, who am I? But rather, how am I living? Philosophy doesn't give final answers, but it offers mirrors, it offers questions, and above all, it offers an invitation: live consciously. Albert Camus once said that life is like the myth of Sisyphus forever pushing a rock up a hill, only for it to roll back down. But he concluded, we must imagine Sisyphus happy. Because in the struggle, in the movement, in the act of choosing to live with honesty and courage, we find meaning. So, dear listener, who are you when no one is watching? Maybe there's no final answer, but in the act of seeking, in each moment of authenticity, you are writing your own answer bit by bit. And if someone ever asks, who am I? You might just smile and say, I am a question still unfolding.